The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good morning everyone. This is Saurabh from Quick Heal Technologies. Thank you for joining us at this webinar on ensuring mobile device security. The webinar will be presented by Mr. Nikhil More. Nikhil is an online marketing manager at Quick Heal Technologies Private Limited and has over 9 years of experience in digital marketing and a passion for technology, usability and photography. Nikhil is also a recognized expert in the internet marketing strategies for the antivirus industry. At Quick Heal, Nikhil is associated with the cybersecurity program, which is the company's corporate social responsibility initiative. I will now hand over the proceedings to Mr. Nikhil.
Thank you, Saurabh, and a warm welcome to one and all. Welcome to today's webinar on ensuring mobile device security. This topic is, in the first part, has been covered earlier, where we talked about the basic level of security that's required in the device. Today's webinar is going to be more interactive, more informative in terms of the current happenings, the current usage, the way people use their mobile phones, and also about the tips on ensuring that your mobile device or your gadget is secure all the time. So without any further ado, let me proceed with today's webinar. App stores and mobile apps, these places are app stores are basically places where you get your mobile phone applications. So app stores and mobile apps are the greatest hostile code and malware delivery mechanisms ever created. This was a statement made by the chairman of mobileactivedefense.com. For most enterprises and consumers today, mobile and cloud security are viewed in a pretty straightforward way. While quotes from famous people on mobile and anti-security will not teach you everything you need to know about this important topic, they do provide valuable insight into how to keep data secure from thieves and hackers. These quotes can help individuals remember the importance of not only securing mobile data, but also following company mobile phone security procedures. What do we do with the mobile devices? Well, handheld devices have become rugged for use in mobile field management. Uses including digitizing notes, sending and receiving invoices, asset management, recording signatures, managing parts, scanning barcodes. Recent developments in mobile collaboration systems employ handheld devices that combine video, audio, and on-screen drawing capabilities to enable multi-party conferencing in real time, independent of each other's location. Nowadays, mobile devices can create, sync, share everything we want despite of distance or specifications of mobile devices. In the medical field, mobile devices are quickly becoming the essential tools for accessing clinical information such as drugs, treatment, even medical calculation. On the front of your screen, you see a consolidated list of common uses of mobile devices that include phone service and text messaging. Text is a basic requirement why a mobile phone is used. Personal emails, scheduling appointments and reminders, accessing social websites, listening to music and watching videos, playing online games, online shopping, banking and bill paying, document and other data storage. Now, coming to a very important topic, which is information stored in mobile devices. Now, the continued evolution of mobile phones, their features and their functionality has led to evolving user habits, resulting into a massive increase in the amount, diversity of data types stored on a device. The common data items stored on most or every of the mobile phone, I can say, today are usernames, contact details like your phone book, passwords, cookies. Basically, these are programs which track the usage, the kind of websites you visit, and especially used in e-commerce transactions. Location data, so places you've been, they keep a track of the locations you've been to. UDID or IMEI numbers, which is basically your a device manufacturing number, which is universal, and this is a unique number for your device. The name of your device, network connection name, personal information, which is date of birth, your postal address, social addresses for you, credit card information, photographs, your maybe your personally identifiable information, application data for the applications you use, confidential or official documents that you may access via your handheld device, transactional history, very important because people do see whenever they do transactions, those logs or records are also kept in the mobile phone device. Let's move ahead. Okay, this brings us to an interesting poll. Let me bring up the poll for you. Yeah. So in terms of population, mobile phones do not compete with human race. Do you agree? Do you don't agree? You don't know. In terms of population, mobile phones do not compete with the human race. It's a tricky one, and we'd like to know your opinion on this one. We have close to 40% of today's audience casted their votes, so we'll give them another 15 seconds for everyone to cast their votes so we can close this opinion poll and proceed further. Okay, we have close to 75% of today's audience casted their vote, so I'm going to close this poll and share with you the results for the same. Okay, so 42% of today's audience, they think that the mobile phone population competes with the human race. 51% of today's audience feels that no, the mobile phone population does not compete with the human race, and about 7% people are not sure if this actually happened. So let's find out the answer to this. So let's do some number crunching. For first time ever, there are more gadgets in the world than there are people, including a growing number that only communicate with other machines, according to the data from digital analyst of GSMA Intelligence. No other technology has impacted us like the mobile phone. It's the fastest growing man-made phenomenon ever, from 0 to 7.7 billion in 3 decades. Now, if you look at your screens, there's some more information we have given there. Two major operating systems, Google and Apple. These are the two major operating systems which are used worldwide. If you look at the Google Play, which is the Google operating system's official application store or app store as we call it, the Play Store has more than 14.1 lakh applications. And if you look at iOS, it has more than it has similar count of applications. 1.4 million actually is 14 lakhs applications. But if you look at the applications downloaded, it's more than 75 plus billion apps downloaded from the App Store. Now, do you agree? Mobile phones are here to stay, and you need to know how to protect your privacy when using them. Many people have come to accept security on their computers as a norms, yet still overlook the mobile phone security. This is a mistake. I would like to know from you if you agree on this. Now, Hackers are taking advantage of this lack of security awareness, and many people have become victim to identity theft. To explain to you what identity theft is all your personal identifiable information which relates to you, which pertains to you, which is a part of your identity, that information is stolen or taken away from you without your uh, without your permission or without your knowledge. Now, it can take countless hours to undo the harm that can be done to your reputation, your financials, and sometimes even the full recovery of the information is not possible. Mobile phones and a strong password is vitally important to protect sensitive data, especially if your company has handed out smartphones to your employees. If the explosive growth of the smartphones, tablets, and other devices, consumers must take security of mobile devices a priority and find means of securing their mobile devices seamlessly and efficiently, making sure that the mobile and the data inside the mobile device is protected 24/7. A lot of users always decide to take something seriously when it's either too late or nearly too late. Don't procrastinate when it comes to mobile phone security. By taking care of your smartphones and tablet security, you'll save a lot of pain and embarrassment. We hope you agree with us on this one. Moving forward, let's know what are the risks associated with mobile phone devices or handheld devices. Portable data storage. These devices, these smartphones, are also a medium of carrying large sum of data, because today's data, if you look at today's data that can be stored in mobile phone devices, it's in GBs. Earlier, earlier time mobile phones had memories of a few MBs. Late in 2000s, we saw that it has turned into 1 GB, 2 GB. Now I have known data storage capacity size of a handheld device which is equivalent to an early time computer, which is in hundreds of GBs. Wireless connections, definitely your mobile phones are connected with the network wirelessly. So this is a risk that is associated with the mobile phone devices, and which also needs to be taken care of when it comes to protection of your device. Third-party applications, something that I'll discuss with you in detail in the upcoming slides, but third-party applications are applications which are not coming in from the authorized app stores. Data integrity and data availability both are concerns and risks associated with mobile phone devices when it's left unprotected. Let's move on. To ensure mobile device security, there are three things which are a must-dos when it comes to ensuring device security. First is to ensure the security of your mobile device, so which is the physical device we're talking about. It may be a smartphone, it may be a tablet, it may be a feature phone. The physical device itself needs to be secure. Then you also need to ensure that the security of the data present in the mobile phone or the handheld device, that is secondary importance. And third important thing is to ensure the security of the mobile phone application, because these applications interact with you as a personality, and they capture information about your user behavior, your locations, your places you visit, the people you are in contact with, communication that you send out to people, your social profiles. A lot of information is present on these applications, and ensuring the security of these applications also becomes very important. What are the threats to mobile devices? Let's speak about this in a little more detail. Now, very first threat that comes to my mind when it comes to threats to mobile device or a handheld device is a malware. What's a malware? Now, mobile malware is a malicious software that is specifically built to attack mobile phone or a smartphone system, which is basically an operating system. These types of malware rely on exploits of particular operating system and mobile phone software technology, and represents a significant portion of malware attacks in today's computer world, where mobile phones are increasingly common. Within the general category of mobile malware, certain kinds of smartphones are targeted more often than others. Industry research shows that an overwhelming majority of mobile malware targets the Android platform rather than other popular operating systems like the Apple iOS. Various types of mobile malware include data thefts and device spies that can take certain kinds of data and deliver it to its source or the hacker. Another type of mobile malware is called as the root malware or the rooting malware, which gives hackers certain administrative privileges and file access. There are also other kinds of mobile malware that perform automatic transactions or communications without the device owner's knowledge or permission. Mobile malware can steal sensitive data, rack up long-distance phone charges or premium message servicing, and also collects user data. Second important threat is eavesdropping. What is eavesdropping? The wireless networks have a good link level security but lack end-to-end upper layer security. To simplify this, eavesdropping is a program that is sitting in your mobile phone system and capturing information without your knowledge and sending it to a third party without your permission. So these kind of programs are called as eavesdropping programs, where they record information and share it without your permissions. Data sent from the devices to outside world is often unencrypted. So unencrypted data means data which is sent or communicated or shared amongst the network or within two devices in an unsecure way. Encryption ensures the security of data when it is in transit. Intruders eavesdrop on such kind of unsecured transmitted information and gain access to the intelligence that you are sharing with others. This is a time for another poll. Let me bring up the poll question for you. An interesting one where we've been getting a lot of questions on our blog post, where people think that I have a smartphone, I have invested so much in a smartphone. Do I need to protect my smartphone? So I would like to know from today's users, do you think your phone, your smartphone needs to be protected by a password or a pattern lock? Let me repeat my question. Do you think that your smartphone needs to be protected by a password or a pattern lock? The answers are yes. I feel my device is more protected that way. The second answer option is no, I don't feel the need of such protection. And the third is I don't know. We have close to about 60% of today's audience casted their vote. I would give another 10 seconds for all of these today's attendees to cast their votes before I close this opinion poll and share the results with you. In case any of our attendees have any questions today, well, please make a note of your questions, and at the end of this presentation, I will share with you an email address where you can send in all your questions and we can answer your questions for you. Okay, I think we have close to 75% of today's audience casted their votes. I'll now close this opinion poll and share the results with you. 79% of today's audience feels that yes, I feel my device is more protected with a password or a pattern lock. Please pat your backs, because this is exactly what you should be doing. When your device is protected with a pattern lock or with a password, it makes sure that there is no accidental access of your phone, even with someone you don't want to share your personal information with. So the correct answer is yes, your device needs to be protected with a password lock or a pattern lock, and we will look in detail in the upcoming slides. So let's continue with that. Threats to mobile phone devices. The first very threat to the mobile phone device is unauthorized access. Mobile devices often do not have passwords enabled. Mobile devices often lack passwords to authenticate users and control access to data stored in the device. Many devices have technical capability to support passwords, which is a personal identification number, or PIN, more popularly known as, or pattern screen locks, the one example you can see on your screen at the moment. Some mobile devices also include a biometric reader which scans your fingerprint for authentication. However, anecdotal information indicates that customers seldom employ these mechanisms. Additionally, if users do not use a password or PIN, they often choose passwords or PIN that can be easily determined or bypassed. Some very common passwords used in a handheld device are 4 times 0 or 1234. Without passwords or PINs to lock these devices, there is an increased risk that stolen or lost phone information could be accessed by unauthorized users, and these users could easily use your sensitive data information against you. If there is financial information stored in your phones, that information can be used against you by doing unauthorized financial transactions on your behalf. Unauthorized access to mobile phones also means unauthorized access to emails, apps, social media profiles, multimedia files, or more. I go places, I have a passion for photography, so it's not possible for me to carry my digital camera everywhere, but my phone has a pretty decent camera. At times I use my phone to click pictures, especially when I meet a friend from my school after many years. I feel like clicking a picture with them to just have that spur of moment captured in my camera. It's very personal information, it's a very private information for me, and I do not wish anyone else to see that information. If I feel that I need to protect that information, I need to make sure my device is locked all the time and nobody has an access to that information, because I would not share my password with anyone. Second easy way of doing it is using a pattern lock in my screen, which is again relatively less secure than a password, because if you have a password which is a combination of more than 5 letters, or a combination of letters and characters, it becomes difficult for anyone to guess your password. So there are examples of people who have been talking to us where they have shared their experiences with us. One fine day, you have your handheld device, and the other day you'll find that that device is getting getting in hands of somebody whom you don't want, and that somebody will have either taken your phone, which you probably have lost in a taxi, or somebody has snatched your phone while you were on the go. See, it's very important, because you are going to be concerned, because that phone, that handheld device, is a pocket-sized summary of your digital life. It's the photos of places you've been with people. It has a record of what you've posted on Facebook, what you have bought from shopping sites like Snapdeal, Amazon, where you bank, which bank do you use, which restaurants do you go for dining. Here are a few attributes of mobile phone relevant to data theft and loss. Mobile devices are easily susceptible to loss or theft because of their size. Data stored in such devices is at risk, and data could be corporate mails, passwords, bank statements, or other crucial information. The next, before I go ahead with the next threat, I would like to have one more opinion poll from you, and this is about the applications that are downloaded from various sources. So I would like to know from today's audience, have you ever downloaded an app, which is your smartphone app, of course, from sources other than the official app stores? The answers or the options are yes. The second option is no, you haven't downloaded from any other sources than the official app store, or you're not aware of these other sources. I'll repeat the question. Have you ever downloaded an app from sources other than the official app store? The answers are yes, you have downloaded an app from other sources, which is not the official app stores. The second answer is no, you have never downloaded an app, or the third answer is you are not aware of such sources. When I say official app stores, then I mean for the iOS operating system or the Apple phones, the official app store is the place where you can download applications from, and for Android devices it's Google Play. I think we have more than 80% of today's audience casted their vote, so I will now close the opinion poll and share the results of this opinion poll with you. Okay, so 55% of today's audience feels they have said that they've downloaded apps from other sources than the App Store. 36% of people have said no, they had never downloaded an app other than the official App Store, and 9% of people are saying that they are not aware of other sources. So I'll take up the third part first. What are the other sources of you downloading the apps? So there are apps which are available via different websites. There are apps which are available, whenever I'm browsing, I see ads in different apps which ask me to download. Not all of these apps are linked with the official app stores, which is Google Play in the case of Android, or App Store in case of iOS. So these third-party apps, which is not associated with the official app stores, are called as third-party app stores. There are also app stores for that, the third-party app stores, where you can download these apps from. So let's see if you should or if you should not download apps from other sources than the official app stores. Let's continue. So, threats to mobile devices when it comes to unlicensed or unmanaged applications. Unlicensed applications can cost you or your company in a big way in legal costs, but whether or not applications are licensed, they must be updated regularly to fix vulnerabilities that could be exploited to gain unauthorized access or to steal data. Yes, some security breach is caused by unmanaged or unlicensed apps. Access to confidential data. In-app ads gets the same permissions. Malicious and suspicious app activity and system instability. So these are the threats that come to the mobile phone devices when you have unlicensed or unmanaged applications from third-party stores or third-party places. Now, what are the methods to handle mobile security? There are three different types of methods. First is authentication-based mobile security. Second is an encryption-based mobile security, and third is a filtering-based mobile phone security. Let's see one after the other. In the authentication process, the authentication is a process of determining whether someone or something, in fact, who or what is to be declared to whom. So this authentication defines what needs to be shared with whom. Users authentication is usually handled by username and combinations and password combinations, biometric information or PINs. This ultimate aim is to ensure device access to authenticate users only. Mobile devices can be authenticated, but you need to have passwords enabled for it. However, most of the devices have technical capability to support authentications, which is passwords, pins, screen locks, or biometric readers. It is up to the user to ensure these are enabled. We strongly recommend that. Encryption based. Encryption is a conversion of data into a form called a ciphertext. This cannot be easily understood by unauthorized people. In encryption, the data is converted into an unreadable format that is reversible by the use of a security key or a password. In simple words, encryption is a method of converting plain text into encoded text which is unreadable by an intruder or an unauthorized person. There are three parts to an encryption: restricted and confidential data to protect, an encryption cipher or algorithm, or an encryption key. The data is stored or transmitted. When someone needs to view the data, they use the key or password to unscramble or decrypt the data. Here are the few things you need to know about mobile data encryption. Encrypting mobile devices helps securing data stored on a mobile device or transmitted from other mobile devices. Most mobile devices have data encryption capabilities. You can find the same in the security option in the settings of your Android device. Data encryption has little or no impact on the way users access the data. Encryption limits the ability of intruder to obtain readable and reckonable data from the mobile device. Encryption also makes it difficult to generate important data for authentication. The third type is filtering. Now, filtering is a process of removing threats arising due to web access, email, or apps. Mobile devices by default do not have filtering capabilities. Web pages and email attachments are often used as carriers of viruses and malware attacks. Filtering can be done with the use of mobile security software. It's not a default facility provided by mobile devices. This brings us to an interesting opinion poll, the last poll for today's webinar. Let me bring up the question for you. Do you review the application permissions before downloading an app on your device? Let me repeat my question. This is a very important question. I would like to know from today's audience if you review the application permissions before downloading an app to your device. The answers are yes, I read the permissions before installing the app. The second answer could be no, I do not read the permissions before installing the app. The third answer could be I do not know about these permissions. You can tell us what your opinion about this is by selecting one of the three answers. And basically, when I talk about permissions, these are displayed to you before you install the app on your device. This is for both the operating systems, the Android and the Apple, where what are the apps going to access in your device is something that has been declared upfront to you before even you install the app on your handheld device. So we have close to 65% of today's audience casted their vote. I would wait for another 10 seconds and give an opportunity of everyone to cast their votes before I close this opinion poll and share the results with today's intelligent audience. If you haven't answered the question, or if you had some difficulty, I would like to explain a little more about these app permissions. So before, when you choose to download an application, there is a screen before the download begins where it tells you the resources that will be using from your device. Say for example, I am going to use a restaurant finder application. So this restaurant finding application will use my GPS, because with the help of the GPS, which is global positioning system, it will be able to locate my geolocation at the moment and will be able to show me restaurants which are close to my current location. So these are the permissions that I give that application to use, use GPS to when I use that application. So these are permissions that need to be given to these applications before you installing. So if you deny those permissions, then the app will not get installed on your phone. I think we have close to 85% people have casted their votes. I'm now going to close the opinion poll and share the results with you. So 46% of today's audience feels that they have they read all the permissions before they install the app. So we have 47% of today's audience say that they do not read permissions before installing the app, and 6% people have no clue about what these permissions are. So I've explained to you what these permissions are. It is a good practice, and we recommend all our users to follow this practice henceforth. You're downloading any app on your handheld device or your smartphone, please read the permissions, what the app is going to do. There are permissions which there are apps which use resources or which use information on your system when there is no relevance to it. Okay, like an any game which uses your which is using your phone book, it's not relevant for them. But I think it's more of a decision that has to be made by the user himself, that this particular application is using n number of resources from my device. Should I be authorizing or should I be allowing this app to use all these? So use your intelligence while deciding which permissions are you giving to that particular app. I hope this helps you. I'm now going to close this opinion poll and continue with our presentation. Ensuring mobile device security has one last thing to cover, which is how to prevent damage from theft or loss. Now, these are a few pointers that I would like to share with you. Always set a PIN or a password to your device. Set to automatically lock your screen. There are timing options available to do that. Backup your contact information all the time. Your contact information may include your phone book entries and also your message entries. There are also options for you to take a media backup, media in the sense the photos, personal photos or videos on your device. Install a security app. There needs to be a security app on your device all the time. Turn on your encryption. That will ensure that in case if somebody steals your phone, that information on your phone remains encrypted, and only you who has set up a PIN or a password can decrypt the information and make it usable. Turn your location settings on. This will help you in terms of when you have to trace your device when it's lost or stolen to find where your device is. Enable remote wipe feature if available. We'll tell you more about the remote wipe feature when I tell you how can Quickheal help you in securing your device. Act immediately if your device is lost. Report it to the authorities. So in case your mobile phone is lost, it's just not your personal loss, but if your device is unprotected, somebody else might misuse it. So please report it to the local law enforcement authorities about the loss of a device, so they can start tracing your device and also help the misuse of your device if it falls into wrong hands. Let's move forward. I was talking about reviewing application permissions. So on your screen what you can see is a sample of permissions that an app requires for doing its function. So these are a list of permissions that is required by a particular app. Take time to read this information as to what information does the app require access to. I was talking about encryption of your device. On your screen what you see is a snapshot that we have taken from an Android operating system, where you have an opportunity of encryption of your phone information inside. So it makes it difficult for intruders to gain, even if they have gained access to it, it makes them difficult to gain access to the information in your mobile device. Apps from unknown sources. This is a call that you have to take. This is again a screenshot that we have shared from you from the Android operating system. The one which is marked in red will show you if you want to authorize or give permissions for apps to be downloaded from unknown sources. It also further gives you an option to disallow or warn you before installing apps which may cause a harm to your handheld device or a mobile phone device. So please take a call or a good judgment based call before you install apps from unknown sources. Mobile device management, or MDM more popularly known as, this is more relevant to enterprise users, basically companies. So mobile device management applications allows enrollment of corporate devices over seamless cloud-based solution for all mobile devices within the enterprise. Once a device is connected to a corporate network, an authorized administrator can manage and control the mobile fleet. Mobile device management solutions secure, monitor, and manage mobile devices within the enterprise. It also blocks phishing and malicious websites and filters web access. How can QuickHeal help? Well, the first feature that is present in the QuickHeal Total Security for Android, which is a mobile device security software that we have manufactured. The first feature of it is scanning a device. This is an accessible feature for the functionalities which include quick scan, custom scan. So what is quick scan? This is an on-demand scan that starts scanning your mobile device at your request. Custom scan, it gives you multiple scanning options such as full scan, only app scan, or selected app scan, or memory card scan, or selected folder scan. So all these are options that are usable to scan the particular portion of your device or particular portion of the data present on your handheld device. Remote device management, as I told you, this feature helps you manage your lost or stolen device in QuickHeal's remote device management portal. From this portal, you can perform the following actions. You can remotely lock your device. You can unlock your device. You can erase the data from your device from a remote location. You can track your phone's location. You can take backup of your personal data such as contacts, calendar events, SMS, private media from the QuickHeal cloud. The next option is setting up privacy. Now, the set privacy feature allows you to protect your privacy with the following functionalities. Call and message filter. I'm sure a lot of us have experienced this one phenomenon where you receive unwanted calls or SMS, and you always wish that there is something you could do about it from stopping these people reaching you on your phone. So QuickHeal is here to help you with this particular problem of yours. The call and message filter will block unwanted access, block unwanted calls and messages from reaching your device. There's also something called as a privacy protection, where you can maintain a private list of contacts and secure the call logs and messages associated with such contacts. Parent control. This feature helps you block malicious and potentially dangerous websites. With this feature, you can block a particular website URL or websites based on category. Categories which include gambling, violence, adult websites, etc. Also helps you register with TRAI. Personal security. This feature can help you in times of emergencies. If you press the power button of your phone 3 to 5 times, this feature activates the emergency mode. In this mode, the SOS message with your current location will be sent to alternate contacts set during the time of registrations. Call forwarding. helps you set a number to which your incoming calls will get forwarded. You can also set a number by sending an SMS via your RDM, that is Remote Device Management account. Anti-theft. QuickHeal's anti-theft technology prevents your device from being misused. It allows you to lock your device or erase the entire data from your device remotely in case your device gets lost or stolen. The technology offers another layer of protection against theft with more advanced features that captures images, recorded audio, video, automatic dial, etc. Message Center. This displays important notifications that require your attention. The latest IT security news alerts are also displayed in this Message Center. Background scan. It secures the file system of your mobile device with malicious threats and phishing sites. It remains active in operating system of the device and scans all files that are open or saved, including those on the memory card. The last but definitely not least, the Security Shield displays the current level of security on your device and data through graphical representation. By tapping the shield, you can configure the security settings of your device. A small announcement for all our users. We are running a contest at the moment, which is called as the QuickHeal Kharido Gaadi Jeeto contest. In this contest, you can buy a QuickHeal product and win an assured gift, and also stand a chance to drive home a Ford EcoSport. There are assured gifts like LED 3D TV, laptop, Activa, 350cc bike, and many more. So if you would like to know more about this contest, please visit us at www.quickheal.co.in/contest. This brings me to the end of today's presentations. As I have advised earlier, in case you have any questions, please do write us at corporatecommunications@quickheal.co.in, and we will do our best to answer them to your satisfaction. Please follow us on Facebook. Our Facebook address is facebook.com/quickhealav. You can also follow our Twitter handle, which is twitter.com/quickheal. Our Google Plus page is bit.ly, that's bit.ly/quickheal Google Plus. Our YouTube channel, on which you will see the recording of this webinar tomorrow, is youtube.com/quickheal, and this presentation will be on SlideShare. The URL is slideshare.net/quickhealppt. To know more about QuickHeal or its products, please visit us at www.quickheal.com. To know more about the more happenings in the security world, please visit us at blogs.quickheal.com. I now hand over the mic to Saurabh to conclude the session. I wish you all the best and have a great day, and keep your mobile devices secure all the time, and use QuickHeal. If you do not know about any other software that to use, please visit our Google page where you can or our website, where you can find information about free software which is the QuickHeal Mobile Security, which can be used in your device too, which will ensure basic level of mobile security for your Android phones. Okay, handing over the mic to Saurabh. Thank you very much. Have a blessed day.
Thank you everyone for being with us for this webinar. We hope this webinar has helped you understand the importance of your mobile security in a very better manner. Hope you have a great day ahead. Goodbye.